Well, the farm is getting an entire makeover by my mom. Even the cat house. Hello and welcome to this video. It is time! My mom has joined us. It's been just a week since she's arrived. Just a little over a week. She arrived last week, Thursday. We spent a couple of days in Lisbon and we've been on the farm for a couple of days now as well. So it's been just over a little week. I've tried to give my mom a glimpse into my little piece of Portugal, what I've seen and experienced, and of course the farm. It's been really lovely having her here. I was so excited to fetch her from the airport. I couldn't contain myself. It's been so lovely to show her all of these things, what I've done, what I've experienced, what she's only seen on these videos. And it's so lovely to have her here, but boy, is my mom busy. My mom is used to being super active. She goes for 8K hikes almost every day back in South Africa, in Cape Town, up the nature reserves, down the beaches by the Strand. And yeah, so we've been trying to get a lot done here. We've been going places every day, but then both of us caught a bug and we're down and out for a couple of days each. But now we're back to high spirits and good times. So yeah, been trying to exercise my mom, but I can tell the days that I don't exercise her enough because she has started just exercising herself and the farm is getting a complete remake. Remember the wasps that were taken out that were scratched open by the honey buzzard? Well, they put their nest back together. They've covered it completely on that side and they've made a new entrance hole over there where they can come in and go out. So they're completely back to normal. On the days where we're not planning large outings or big outings, we've at least been doing this little Camino road just up the road from my farm, just around the corner. And it gives us at least a nice 2.5 kilometers circle route. It's something. It's not a full 8, but it's something and it's lovely. Kind of feels like Scotland when you're walking here. So we haven't been able to do much renovation, but my mom is really super keen to get stuck in some of the things that I need help doing around the farm, so there'll definitely be some of that. But what I thought might be fun to do for this video is to do a little interview with my mom just to get her opinion and feedback on what she thinks about Portugal so far, about her time here just in the last week, her first glimpse of Portugal and the farm. And then I thought at the end of her trip in a couple of weeks time, I will do another little interview with her to see if anything has changed or what her highlights were and all of that. And if you have any questions to ask my mom, especially as a newbie to Portugal, on her thoughts, please put your questions in the comment section below and I will be sure to ask her that in the next session.
This is Girl Meets Farm.
Well, the truck with my winter firewood arrived and I was hoping to get this little space created for them before they came, but they arrived an hour earlier than expected. So I had to create this little makeshift place for my winter firewood. I've put down 2 pallets and I was hoping to put better wooden bars at least on the sides to keep them in, but I just didn't have time to create the little walls properly. So at least the wood is on pallets this year, and I will cover it with a tarp for most of the rainy days, but maybe I still have some time to create a little shelter for it. We shall see. Worst case scenario, I need to get another tarp and put that over my wood just for this year, and then next year I will work on a proper shelter space in this area. Yeah, at least I'm prepared for winter. We've just arrived at our favorite Airbnb here in Estoril, Lisbon. Honestly, I love this little place. It may not be the most modern place, but I booked it for the dogs, for this garden. It is just so worth it for me to book this place for the outside space, because it gives me peace of mind, because everything is completely enclosed. You can lock it all up, they can be outside, and you don't have to worry about them. I've stayed here once before, and I just honestly love the space. It is just so lovely. You don't need more than this. There's 2 little bedrooms, little lounge area, there's even a fireplace, there's a kitchen with an oven, which is always amazing, nice big fridge. Out the door here there's a washing machine, and there's 2 bedrooms. So I think I will be staying in this one. Ooh, that light's not working. Oh, there we go. I think I will be staying in this one, which has actually got 2 more bunk beds as well. And then I'm gonna give my mom the opportunity to stay in this beautiful double bedroom so that the dogs can stay with her. I've already put the sheets on because all the dogs want to do is get on this bed. They remember this bedroom. And then this has a cute little window that looks out onto the backyard and the trees at the back there. It is quite windy in Lisbon today. But yeah, nice little bathroom with a shower. Honestly, you don't need more. And the host is absolutely amazing. So I've arrived a day before my mom gets here. My mom has just started her travels from Cape Town all the way to Lisbon, and she should arrive tomorrow. So I'm here a day early just to prepare everything, make things nice and comfortable, so that when she arrives tomorrow, we're all settled in already. I can't wait. I spent the evening with a little spoilie and relaxing, waiting for my mom's arrival the following day. Of course, I took the dogs to their favorite park, well, my favorite park, but theirs as well, and we had a beautiful walk through the morning waiting for my mom. Unfortunately, I got so excited when picking my mom up from the airport that the video of her arrival was a complete non-event, but here are some snaps of our week so far. Really excited. My Weber arrived. Can't wait to unpack this and have a good old South African braai. So my mom has been in Lisbon for a week now, just a little over a week. She arrived last week, Thursday. We had a few days in the Lisbon area, so we spent a day walking through Cascais, where I first ended up when I came to Portugal, we had a day walking through Lisbon and we had a day walking through Sintra because you have to. Then we came up to Castelo Branco and we're currently on a farm. It's been a few days. We haven't been able to get out and about as much as I would have liked to because both of us have sadly enough caught a bug and have been housebound. So I thought a fun thing to do would be to do a little interview with my mom just from what she's experienced in her first week. And then we will do another interview, she doesn't know this yet, at the end of her trip to see what her overall thoughts were on Portugal and everything that we've seen. So my mom doesn't want to be on camera, so she's off camera, but I'm going to be asking her some questions. And I think if you guys have any questions for my mom that you want to have answered maybe in the next frequently asked questions, just put them down in the comments below. I would love to see it and also encourage my mom to be on camera. So here we go. Mom, so what were your first thoughts on Portugal and Lisbon, like since arriving here, just from your first week that you've seen?
Well, Christine, there are so many things that I saw. I was awed. I was so impressed with the cleanliness and the absence of vagrants. The park upon park, they were so well kept and they were all dog friendly, and also so many steep and narrow roads, granite upon granite block, amazing. And all the calçadas, the perfectly cut and laid stones, granite stones for the walks, etc. Beautiful. Such a rich history is also evident all over.
Oh, very much so. It's so old. Did you think that, I mean, just from, it's nothing that we thought Portugal would be. Like, I think from a South African point of view, I don't even know about the rest of the world, but like, Portugal for me was something that I'd never really experienced. I came here, I didn't know what to expect, and then seeing it, I was just blown away completely.
Absolutely. It's just too beautiful for words. Yeah.
Okay, so from just your first week in Portugal, what was one of the favorite things that you did, or let's say your overall experience? Did you have something favorite, or what were your highlights?
Well, we went to 3 places while we were there, and we started off at Cascais, where you started the first 8 months of your new life in Portugal. The beautiful public park with the views of the ocean, old buildings existing happily alongside the new. And we saw some very interesting architectural buildings there as well. And the next day we went to Lisbon from Cascais by train. And the train arrived and departed so on time.
Unlike South Africa.
Yeah.
And it was clean.
Very clean, yeah. And we got seats.
We could sit down and see the ocean. Amazing.
And then we went to the South African owned coffee shop, Quest. That was so enjoyable, especially I really wanted to have that cup of rooibos tea. We saw some artisanal chocolate shops there and a very quaint artisanal tea shop, which used to be a very old shoe store, the lady told us the history. And they mixed teas from all around the world there, and it was quite a sight. When we went to Sintra, we saw the Regueira Palace. Wow! That was something I did not expect. It's so beautiful. And the walks, the garden was amazing. The palace gardens. It was just the underground caves and the initiation well and the inside of the walks. Beautiful gardens as well. I just couldn't get enough.
For an 18th century palace, you look at the thing and you have no idea how these people constructed it. It's just crazy to see, especially those deep initiation walls we walked down. I don't even know how many stories they went down. That must have been 7, at least 7, 8 flights of stairs down. How they did that, I have no idea, but it's just incredible. All the architecture in Portugal that I've seen so far, it's so beautiful. How everything has been preserved. Any other highlights? No?
Yeah, my overall impression, I must say, when I think I did mention how clean everything is and how friendly the people are, although I don't know the language and they don't understand me, they just stare blankly, but and I'm so happy you could take me to the pharmacy and you could tell the people what was wrong with me.
But you do know one word.
Hola!
Hola!
Only because of the ice cream as well.
Hola ice cream. What have some of your first thoughts been on the farm? Since that's pretty much the only place we've really spent time up here.
Yeah, well, I really wanted to come here and to see the farm for myself. And you are really living your dream. I'm so happy. And seeing in person now what you started off with and how much you have achieved, I can only say very well done.
Oh, thank you.
There's the old olive trees and the fruit trees, everything, and the vines. Really beautiful. I know it's so very dry at the moment. Crunch, crunch, crunch under your feet when you walk, etc. And the poor dogs are struggling, but it's beautiful. And it's a real blessing to wake up to the serenity on this farm. You know, even the roosters and the donkeys and church bells, nonetheless. It's dark and early, but they carry on. But I'm enjoying it so much. It's beautiful. Well done, eh?
Thanks. And like, we haven't really gotten out much into the general central area. We're hoping to explore a little bit more, hoping to take my mom up Monsanto as well. We did go one day into Castelo Branco and see a little bit more of the region. Not that that's all of the region, but we did get to see some of that. So far, any thoughts on the area? Like, how does it compare with Lisbon or?
Oh dear. Yeah. Totally opposite, I would say. Eh? It's a totally different way of living and viewing, and even the temperature. When I arrived in Lisbon, and I came from the very cold and wet Cape winter, I thought, oh, I'm escaping to Lisbon. You're always telling me how nice and warm it is, and
40 degrees.
I got there and it was so cold. I couldn't take off my top. And then I realized when we got to the farm, that was only because of the nice cool sea breeze keeping us cool there.
And now we're sitting here sweating. It's only 30 degrees, but still.
It's so totally different and so hot and humid, but we're getting there and we're enjoying it.
Yes.
And this little town of yours, Penamakur, it is beautiful. It's like a 15-minute drive to the little supermarket. And then yesterday I escaped the house while you were sleeping. You were sick. I took myself off to the little fort and palace right up top. It's a 15-minute or longer drive by car, but I put on my walking shoes and I knew you were going to look for me later on, but I just took the road and came upon this beautiful little granite-built fort and palace and barracks they used in the mid-18th century, I think, for the soldiers, etc. And nowadays it is inhabitants live there. It's a beautiful, quaint little village, like a medieval little village, you know, beautiful. No, I really love it, yeah, beautiful.
Aww. I haven't been up there yet either, but my mom's beating me to see a lot of the sights around here. And then, last question, I promise for now, is do you think I made a good decision moving to Portugal, or even to the farm?
Yes, definitely, Christina. I can see you're so very happy here. Lot of work in progress. Every work in progress.
Kitchen is still behind us.
Flat packs.
Yes.
And, but you wouldn't have been as happy as this back at home. You know, you're free and you're safe and everything is just different.
This is true. And as you were saying this morning, even the dogs, you were saying like the dogs can't go back to anything that now that
Compact
they've seen a
space.
farm.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, for sure. Well, thank you, Mom, for your first thoughts. And we'll catch up again at the end of your trip to see if anything's changed or if we spot some new highlights and stuff. Whilst we're in the Castelo Branco region, I'm hoping to take my mom to Monsanto. If she loved Penamakur, she's gonna love Monsanto, which is one of the oldest villages in Portugal. We're also next week taking a trip up the coast towards the Douro Valley. We're gonna go hopefully to some wine estates and the wine valley, and we're gonna take you guys with us on that trip as well. Before we come back here to the farm, and my mom is dying to get stuck into these kitchen boxes, kitchen cupboards, or maybe we get a cupboard built in the week that she's here. And this weekend there is an extra special fun thing happening. It is the Alpedrinha Festival again, and my mom's going to experience her first Portuguese festa. exciting times. I'll take you guys with us. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this little video and little insight into my mom's experience so far. There's lots more to come in the next video for sure. Please like and subscribe if you're not yet a subscriber. I love to get feedback on videos, so please be sure to comment below. I love reading your comments, and do ask my mom some questions. See you on the next one.